Well, hello and welcome back to another video. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm back in the local woodlands that I seem to frequent along with David Flower and Chris Bateson quite a lot. And I always say the same reason for coming here: it's beautiful and it's always quiet. There's never any people here. So so for today's video I thought I'd try something yet again a little bit different. I suppose the point of me choosing themes and little niches and things to try and just make the videos a little bit different, so it's not just me wandering around taking pictures of things like the last one. I had some nice feedback from that, which was just a nice sort of montage, if you like, of photography at the coast. So for today, I'm looking at more abstract images. Now, I know the majority of people that watch this channel will know what I mean by an abstract image or photograph, but for me, really, in order to explain it, I would describe it as an image that it isn't immediately obvious what it is. So not like a picture of a tree or a picture of, a coastline where you can tell exactly what it is straight away. It's more something where your mind has to work a little bit harder, and your imagination, I suppose, to work out what it actually is. So I thought I would flip things around a bit, and what I'll do, and this has been inspired by my nephew Charlie. Hi Charlie, if you're watching. And what he does at school, towards the end of the day, his teacher puts up a really close-up image of something, and they have to try and guess what it is. So I thought I would show you the image first, because I found my first image here, and then give you a bit of a chance, I suppose, to guess what it might be, and then I'll talk through the composition after that. So here is the image now. Okay, so I'm going to adopt a real nature presenter's pose here, but this is what the image was of, which is some nice silver birch tree bark, which annoyingly someone's carved their initials into, but never mind. JL, whoever you are, thanks. What's drawn me to the composition is the fact it doesn't look natural. I think the fact it looks almost like, it reminds me of like a barcode, or because it's just in those vertical lines that are all sort of next to each other, which doesn't look quite so natural. Plus I love silver birch bark, so yeah, not an easy picture to take, because in terms of focus, when I focused in on the main part in the centre using the long lens, the 70-300, the parts on the fringes of the image went slightly out of focus and slightly distorted. That will be also to do with the quality of the camera, not that one, that's my phone, the quality of the camera and the lens as well. So but yeah, so again, nice abstract, nice and close in, so hopefully it wasn't immediately obvious what that might be, but that's what drew me to that one. So I'm going to move a little bit further on, see if I can find something else to get your minds working. I also apologise for the lack of B-roll. There might be some, but I have B-rolled this woodland to death. I don't think there's any more drone footage or anything else that I can think of that I can get, so I may have just gone straight into this as it is now. But as you can see, it's a beautiful evening, 4 o'clock, so actually late afternoon, so we'll be getting some nice light coming through. So let's see if we can find something else to take a picture of. Okay, so I'm not going to pretend that you're not going to figure out what I'm taking a picture of here. You can probably see a bit in the frame, but I'll show you the picture first anyway. So here's the photograph. Okay, I'll just show you now on the camera what it is that I've just taken a photo of. Where obviously in this farmer's field, they've gone through and cut their crop, and just all of the shoots or the stems of it are just left in there, and they're all at a particular angle. So with the reflection of the water, we're getting these sort of arrow kind of formations. So if I just pan you around and show you, away from the sun, point you down that direction, you can see there what's actually caused that, which is really quite interesting. So it's given some great patterns. I think I'm disappearing over here into the shot, and yeah, it just shows how interesting photographing nature can be. It gives you all sorts of weird patterns and opportunities, and it's nice this because it wasn't serious close-up, but it was just looking for those abstract shapes that have come out of the reflection. So yeah, really pleased with that one. So hopefully that's come out okay. So yeah, let's see if we can get one more and then wrap it up. But what a beautiful evening. It's the first evening it's really felt like it's getting warmer again, springtime. So yeah, lovely. Got some mini eggs in my bag. Eat quite a lot of mini eggs. It's a bit weird for a 39-year-old man. Well, the fact that I'm a man should dictate what I eat. I need to stop talking. Yeah, right. I think I found something else to take a picture of. Now again, this is not going to be some elaborate guessing game, because I know you probably know what I'm going to take a picture of. You know, it can be quite predictable. Can I? What you didn't think? I'm going to start eating mini eggs. Middle of talking to you. Unagi. Right. This is now disgusting because I'm talking with my mouth full. So I found something else. The evening light's making it work. I like when you find things in threes. I think I found something nice that works. So while I just quickly take this, with the power and magic of cinema, I'll show it you now while I'm still working on the shot that's coming. Enjoy. Okay, so I was talking about three things being together there, and I will be completely honest, in the time that I was faffing around with video and eating mini eggs, the sun had already moved in such an amount. There were three of the leaves that you've just seen in the warm sunlight, and they just stood out nicely together. And by the time I got the shot set up, one of them was no longer in sunlight, so it didn't work. So moved around and I found a different part of it. And what really drew me to it was the curled over leaf in the top left corner. There's a nice diagonal going through it, and yeah, it's some dead bracken, I think it is. I can't remember the difference between fern and bracken now. Simon Booth did a video on that, but yeah, but it's quite a monotone image because there's just really one nice and that sort of bronze colour that's coming through. I'm going to keep taking these. You will have seen the best one already, but as the sun continues to shine on it, there is a little bit of separation with the background, which is nice. So yeah, the whole guess the image thing didn't really work, did it, to be fair? What you do need, because I found a really interesting patch of moss on a branch, but it was really small, and I think that minimal focal distance is when a macro lens, or at least extension tube, makes a big difference. Chris Bateson did a video using a macro lens in these woods, found a snowdrop over there, and took a look. It was just such a close-up image, and there's just so much detail, and he'd lit it. It was a really, really lovely shot. He did really well with that, because he's a great photographer. I don't have a macro lens. I don't think I could justify buying one. I don't think I do enough of it. but that's what you need for that kind of guess the image kind of thing. So that didn't work, but yeah, it's still the idea of an abstract image, something nice and close with repeating patterns. I've definitely shown that through all 3 images, which is good. And they often make quite good prints, those kinds of images. I think the silver birch bark, that will definitely make quite an interesting one. So we're losing the light now, so I wouldn't have thought these would be the images that I'll use, but yeah, that's been a nice little exercise to get out and about. And you know, this video is sponsored by Cadbury's Mini Eggs. It is not. They're not paying me anything to eat these. I'm paying them. The silver birch look lovely. It's just such a great tree to photograph. I'm not taking a picture of them, but they look lovely on the other side of that clearing. So, okay, let's wind it up. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for sticking with weird videos. Subscribers keep increasing, and when I look back to the beginning of the channel, it's amazing the difference already. So yeah, not that you do it for that, but it does feel good when you know people are enjoying what you're doing. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.